Wild Wild West. Superman.
The greatest movie.
So Kevin Smith made a Superman joke in a movie.
Right.
In Mallrats.
Yes.
And
my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
Because of that, execs were like, hey, Kevin Smith, you know everything about Superman.
I remember reading about this.
So we're going to have you work on
this
this movie and touch things up, make it funny. Oh, hold on.
Make a funny Superman movie. Male. Female.
Yeah.
He's just like staring at the girl's like chest.
Yeah, there's a down her shirt.
Oh, I guess not.
No, they teleported.
Oh, alright.
So Kevin Smith's like, alright, I guess if I'm really that important. And they're like, alright, so
that was
wow,
quick.
so was that no, that wasn't the start of the level. That was the end of the
yeah, but there were still 2 load screens for you to walk through 10 feet of
Was there a
air
load screen
ducts
when we fell?
I think so.
No, I think there was actually.
I'm pretty sure.
Either way. So they're like, we're gonna need you to go visit this dude, and he's gonna tell you some ideas for the movie that he wants, because he's like either producing or directing.
And it was
or
Tim
whatever.
Burton.
No, it was the Wild Wild West guy. So he's like,
God.
so he's like, all right, so what do you want to do with Superman? He's like, all right, first off, I don't want him wearing that suit. It looks faggy. And he's like,
wow.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Not my words. This is producers. He's like, I
To
don't
quote
want
this
him.
producer.
I don't want him flying. That shit looks fake.
I do remember reading this.
And he's like, also, I want there to be a giant spider.
I remember.
This is also on the list of horrible things. Is this weird ass break sequence?
I love how everyone believes in Duke Nukem and he consistently fucks up. Just hold it.
Yeah, this is really fucking weird. Yeah, this makes no sense, honestly.
How did they get... Because nothing says fun like a continuous one-button QuickTime event.
They just have to keep doing it over and over. So anyway,
I guess? Are you supposed to hold it, or does it...
We're good.
Okay.
I did it. So anyway, so...
It's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Duke, thank you. I'll go down with you anytime.
Blowjob joke.
Fellatio.
Oh, man.
So anyway,
what does that do on the... oh, that's
the
right.
shrinking thing.
This is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool idea, but it's incredibly dumb.
So anyway, so Kevin Smith's talking to this dude, and he's like, alright, that's all the things I want, and then at the end of the second act or third act or whatever, Superman has to fight a giant spider. And Kevin Smith's like, okay, and the guy's like, yo, do you know about spiders? And he's like, no, what? He's like, they're like apex predator, and super awesome. And he's
No.
like, okay,
No.
whatever. So then he goes back to the studio, and they're like, so what does he want? He's like, alright, no suit, no flying, and they're like, wait, let me guess. He wants a giant spider.
This guy kept pitching the idea.
Yep.
That's actually really funny.
And so that happens.
Oh, third person.
Yeah. So we has destroyed some.
Look at these classic Grecian urns that were
Whatever the hell happened to crop circles and anal probes? Good question. So so like, all right, we're not doing giant spider. Test groups have been like, no, spiders are fucking lame. No one cares about spiders.
No, giant spiders are cool.
Because Eight-Legged Freaks is the best horror movie.
What?
You've never seen Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Giant spiders are cool if it's working in the fiction well. It does not belong in a fucking super like.
Well, that's the thing is that they were
fucking
like,
Harry Potter.
Can you somehow like compromise? And he's like, well, what if we just make it a giant spider, but just call it something that's actually canon? And they're like, okay, well, how's that gonna work?
Bizarro, the giant spider.
Shut up. It's
Metallo.
Shut up. He said it's the, he's like, alright, well, what if we just call it a Thanagarian snare beast, and...
What?
Can I finish?
What does that even mean, though? You have to explain
Do you know
that.
what the Thanagarians are?
No.
It's Hawkman.
What?
Yeah, his race, they're called Thanagarians.
Oh.
So that's the whole thing, is that
okay.
it's you know, that somehow works into the canon because it's, you know, a reference to. Wow.
See, I don't follow enough DC. All I know is
I don't
Batman.
either, but this is just what Kevin Smith said.
Okay.
So yeah, he's like Thanagarian Snare Beast, and they're like, "What's that?" It's like, yeah, basically giant space fighter. It's like, okay, it works.
Jesus Christ.
And the whole reason that the guy thought this was gonna be such a good idea is because there was a different King Kong movie.
Yeah.
You know how like originally the gates open up and King Kong comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
But then there was another King Kong movie where the gates open up and it's like this giant fucking other monster. that
Well, how
isn't
many fucking King Kong movies did they make?
Quite a few.
And they're making another one.
Again?
Yeah, prequel to the already origin story. I forget who's in it. Some like really like top billed actors supposed to be in it.
I almost fell asleep at the end of the Peter Jackson one.
That one's okay.
It's okay. I just got
It's just
really
too fucking long.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is it was
It's
super
too
long,
long.
and I really didn't like the sequence where it was just a helicopter shot of King Kong on the building, staring at a lady.
That's
Just staring
cool.
back. I didn't care.
It's no, but that's the classic scene. That's fine. You know what I didn't care
It just went on
for?
too long.
King Kong on ice.
What?
Do you remember that scene
No.
where he finds her and then he takes her like Central Park and they both ice skate basically?
What?
Yeah, he rolls around in the ice in the lake, which makes no sense because he's a 10-ton gorilla and would immediately fall through the ice. It's the dumbest thing. Oh, you're riding up a girl's butt crack. Ah.
My dreams have come
It's
true.
the stupidest thing ever. Yeah, that scene was complete. There's a lot of scenes that are completely unnecessary. Most
Yeah,
of them
anyway.
involve just King Kong staring at the chick
Yeah.
for an
They still
extended
managed
period
to
of
put in
time.
like 12 minutes of that.
Yeah, well, you
But
know.
yeah, anyway, that Superman movie never got made.
Clearly.
And then that dude was
Because
like...
it'd probably be
"So what do I
the
do
one
now?"
movie I'd love.
And then they were like, well, make Wild Wild West.
My mom hated that movie. I mean, a lot of people did, but she
Every time-
explicitly hated it because she remembers, like, the cartoon when she was a
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
And
Is
she
it
was
a
like, this
cartoon?
is the... Yeah, that's what it's based on. It's based on, like, a cartoon, like a
Will
black and
Smith
white
actually
cartoon, I think.
apologized to the guy that played the main character of Wild Wild West and be like, I'm so sorry that I was in that movie and ruined your character.
I love
He's like,
when
it's
actors...
not really my character.
I love when actors apologize for doing terrible fucking movies. Could you
know
imagine?
what?
Could you imagine like?
I wouldn't care.
Could you?
I'd be cool with it because you know what? You're still getting paid tons of money. Do you know that movie Devil's Advocate, starring Al Pacino
Yes.
and Keanu Reeves? The only reason Al Pacino did that movie is because they kept asking him, and on like the 5th time they
But that was
asked him,
supposed to be good though. I think. I
No.
thought no.
no, that movie's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a part where oh wait, no.
Fail
So
to
what
tap
happened
the
was-
boss will bitch slap you. Okay.
So the problem is that they went to Al Pacino and they're like, hey, do you want to be in this movie? And he's like, no. And they're like, okay. Hey, do you want to be in this movie? No. Hey.
Al Pacino or Al Pacino?
What?
It's a Tropic Thunder joke.
Okay. I haven't seen that in forever. So so what happens is eventually they're just like, we'll give you this. Like they kept adding more money every time. And
'Cause
then
that's how
eventually he was just like, okay,
Whores.
fine. No, what was no, it wasn't Al
Whores.
Pacino, it was someone else.
By the way, thank you to the 3 audience members that got that terrible joke reference to Tropic Thunder. Yeah, it was Al Pacino. Al Pacino was the devil in that movie, or the
No, I'm thinking of a different movie.
Keanu was the advocate.
No, I'm thinking of a different movie. Where there was a actor.
Jack
that
and
was
Jill?
just- No. They haven't done Jack and Jill on the podcast.
Al
I'm talking
Pacino.
about.
Why would you ever? Could you imagine the developers of this game and like John even come out and they're like, "Yeah, we're sorry we made this." Like,
Maybe
could you
like 10
imagine?
years.
I
Kind of like how the guy that designed the water temple in Ocarina of Time was like, I'm sorry.
yeah, but that's just hard,
No, it was badly designed.
and that's why it's hard.
You can say that about any badly designed game. Half the reviews for Survival Instinct were like, oh, this game's super hard.
Yeah, because zombies teleport.
Because it's broken. It's badly
It's
designed.
broken and zombies teleport.
Always bet on
man.
Duke.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
This reminds me,
Is there anything on this table?
and I think I've said this to you before.
Right.
This reminds me of the old Counter-Strike maps, like, and I think nice. I'm pretty sure they're in Source too, but the classic Counter-Strike Day Rats map, the DE Rats map. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, so there was
Oh.
oh
Speaking of rats.
okay, yeah. See, direct ripoff of Counter-Strike. No, they there was there was a map series
Actually,
actually.
kind of like that.
Wait, what did he say?
Ruins of unusual size.
There was
Timely.
there was a specific map series in classic Counter-Strike. No, you have to jump on the couch right there. Left. Where are you going?
That's where I got on. That's how I got.
No,
here.
is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the other couch.
No.
There's no other couch.
Well, that would still bring me back to the floor either way.
Okay.
Maybe let's just go over here.
There was a map series.
Ooh. Yep.
There you go. Called D-Rats, and basically it was you played as Counter-Strike characters, but they were shrunken. Well, the map was huge, basically.
Yeah.
So like
We were tiny.
you were tiny, like this, but it was really fun because you're like crawling,
Kinda like,
and it was just a room, like it was a kitchen or a bedroom, and there was all different. Like you can go in the fridge. There was like mouse holes to sing. It was super cool.
Yeah, because that was the whole crux of the Army Men games.
Yeah, and those games are fucking great too.
Yeah.
The classic ones, the original ones are fantastic. They haven't aged well though, if I
of
remember
course not,
correctly.
because they look terrible.
Right, but they
My favorite
definitely
part of that game was when you get the flamethrower and you kill dudes and then
You
they
just
like
melt
melt.
them.
and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
actually
yeah,
really
yeah.
kind of dark. If you think
yeah.
about it.
Well, they're plastic, so it's okay.
Well, it makes sense, but the idea of that is horrible.
The whole concept of that game is insane.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's so
gritty war
awesome.
drama with toys.
It's so, and they go through it's their own universe. The Army Men have their own universe,
It's
and they
PTSD
go
for kids.
through to our world through portals. That's insane.
Did they?
Yeah, that's the game.
Really?
Do you remember? It was like the second or third level. They go through a portal, and it's a bathtub. It's a giant. It's a human-sized bathtub.
Maybe.
Oh my god, that game is fucking awesome. But yeah, the Counter-Strike, I was never good at Counter-Strike, ever. I was never good at it. I got into it super late, like 5 or 6 years after it came out. My friend, in like 8th grade, my friend Tom, who was super into PC gaming, he was like,
Yep.
oh! He was like, hey, buy the,
Oh, there it is.
not the black box, it was like the Half-Life Anthology set. And it came with Counter-Strike, Half-Life, Team Fortress 1, Blue Shift, and Opposing Force.
Yeah.
And basically, the one thing I liked about Counter-Strike was the servers that were modded, and there was one server, there was 1 or 2 servers I played. Alright, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
My toe!
Oh, shit.
You're right. There was 1 or 2 servers I used to play on where there was a superhero mod,
Yeah.
and it was the coolest fucking thing ever, because basically somebody had just patched in and modded a bunch of different like I would say like the roster was like 70 or 80 different superheroes,
So fucking bad.
and they all had their own abilities, and like you would level up, and the more you leveled up, the more abilities you unlocked, to the point where you were basically superhuman. Like nothing could kill you. Like anybody lower level or lower tier than you had no chance.
Yeah.
So like, but like it was impossible. Like once you hit like level 13, you have to get like a ridiculous amount of XP. And the server admins were like, oh, donate to this website, like the server website, and you'll unlock more levels. And it's like, okay. Back then I didn't have a credit card. I was like 14, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna play. But like, Rats was the best because you could fly, you had grapple hooks. It's like you're zipping around this giant room killing people. It was so awesome.
But,
And now we're playing this.
Did you
What
ever
have I been
see-
reduced to?
Did you ever see the, you know Rust?
Yes.
You know how Rust had a huge hacker problem?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the
People,
video
like,
where,
flying around and shit.
You're so tiny and cute.
I'd like to shove you in my vagina.
No, we missed the one that said that already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hot pocket.
Yeah, that was when we first got the car. The kid's mom was like, I can think of where I'd put you.
Yeah, it wasn't so explicit, though. No, we're golden gun.
Yeah,
Keep the
I
golden
wasn't
gun.
getting rid of it.
Do you have it? Make sure you have it.
What do you think I just shot the glass?
I don't
with?
trust you.
Go fuck yourself. But,
If we don't have it, I'm gonna be really upset.
right there.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, dude, they're gonna eat us. That wouldn't be such a bad thing, huh?
No, he loves them. Or something.
Well, he loves parts of them.
Yeah.
We know that.
Parts of them that sleep with him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, everything goes. Oh my God.
girl.
Get this.
See, actually, wait, that because it regenerates, so you go. Which
Does
makes
it?
sense.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. See, this thing has okay ideas.
Get him!
But anyway, what was I saying? Counter-Strike.
Yes. Great game.
I used to play it in my Cisco class. Because that was basically a study hall class.
This is fun, man.
Because you could work if you wanted to.
Counter-Strike's a great game.
Otherwise, fuck it.
You could leave your friends behind.
Sure.
That's dance.
Yes, I know.
Whatever.
Safe to dance.
As I say, if they dance. As I say, if they dance. Alright, how many... Do we really need horde segments? Like,
It's just waves.
it's annoying, though. I hate... If you're not gonna... Do not... Developers.
Dude, Shark Tank.
Developers. The one developer for some random company that may watch this video. It's at some point. Do not put wave enemies in your game. It's boring.
Or dude, just make it interesting.
Okay, yes. But most of the time, in contexts like this, it's stupid. And it makes no sense. And it's boring. If you have a horde mode in like a game as a game type,
Dude, I have like
Oh.
2 boners right
oh, lesbian pixelit, I fucked that up royally.
now. I really could not kill
I
him.
fucked that up royally. I meant to say lesbianism pixels, and I said lesbian pixelist.
Okay. Anyway,
No, but horde
Oh.
horde mode in games is dumb
dude,
unless it's its own
there's
thing.
a Shark
usually.
Tank. Do you
Shark
think
Tank.
they'll invest in our company?
God damn. Fucking show.
Do you know the
All those shows
the
are
Japanese
stupid.
version of that show?
No,
It's called Dragon's Den.
that's way better.
It's way better because
That sounds way more awesome.
Because it's just like, yo, here's my pitch, and not a giant sob story like the American show where it's just
Well, that's
me.
all. That's all script. I don't believe that shit for a second. It's all bullshit.
No, it's just, hey, do you have a sob story that you can tell
Right.
the audience and
And
they
it's-
feel for you?
I don't think it's true. And none of that shit's true.
And then in Japan, there's like, no, just talk about your goddamn
Right,
business.
because Japan's about efficiency and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's not about, like, fucking... Japan, with the exception of game shows, they do almost any form of entertainment better. You know exactly what I'm talking
Game
about.
shows are fantastic.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, not really.
I don't know, I've been on some websites where,
They have some interesting
game shows get pretty racy.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well, Jesus Christ. Yeah, American Ninja Warrior is done better in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Ninja Warrior is done better in
They
Japan.
actually know what they're doing.
Dragon's Den's done better in Japan. But, oh, more wave enemies. Fun. Wonderful. Duke Nukem forever.
Yeah, Duke Nukem until we can finish this game.
What's a good horde mode type?
I don't know.
Grand Theft Auto does it. It's okay.
Is it horde mode?
Yeah, it's called survival in online.
No.
Basically, it's for you and 4 people, and it like when the game first came out, it was actually kind of hard, because they just drop
Watch
you.
that frame rate dip.
They just
on 2 guys.
yeah, but come on, there's a lot of visual effects going on. Don't
Kind of.
come on, give the game some credit. It's good. It's good. Execute your game. I'm just gonna say that every time you execute
Please
someone
don't.
or get some.
It's gonna get old.
You know what? I know.
Is this finally? And now I can.
Finally, a shiny golden door.
You know how Vegas doors are activated by killing aliens?
And lifting them, yeah.
That's true. I've been to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, I had to
How
kill-
many doors did you have to? How many aliens?
I really.
How
only-
many doors did you have to kill? How many aliens did you have to kill? With door?
I had to kill hundreds of doors, but like only a couple aliens.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's actually not
Get
bad.
them steroids.
Oh, nice. I already have
Oh,
steroids.
you can't have more than one steroid.
No,
Fucking
because then you'll.
this game, it's so good.
It's the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony.
Oh my god.
Is there someone else in here?
There was, yeah, they
Ah,
just
thank
dropped
God.
down.
Oh, I thought that.
I thought so too. I thought he ragdolled at you. That would have been awesome, actually.
Oh, thank God.
Get
Oh my god, please don't.
there.
Please don't.
Oh my god. I can't.
Someone. Yeah, I know. Just,
I can't. I can't.
Nah. It's hard.
Look at all the destruction in the environments. Not since Battlefield Bad Company 2 or Red Faction Guerrilla have we had such dynamic, destructible environments.
Or
It's incredible.
or the Matrix game.
Which Matrix game?
Any of them.
The Matrix
Path of Neo.
Path, and I remember that fucking game.
I had it. It was,
I
actually
rented
kinda
it.
liked it.
Yeah, so did I. I feel like if we played it now, we would
Oh,
hate it.
Enter
But
the
when you're a
Matrix,
kid and
too.
you're dumb, Enter the Matrix was a weird game. I remember enjoying that game too, but the controls were really weird.
Shit.
It's like, hey, press the R2 to attack. The controls
Is
are
it?
really bizarre. Yeah, they're really
Jesus
bizarre.
Christ.
Or it might have been one of those right stick fighters. You know what I'm talking about?
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Ugh.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Steering wheel in his face.
Right stick fighters like Jet Li's Rise to Honor, which we should absolutely play if we can get a copy of it, because it's fucking ridiculous.